Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition. How y'all doing? So, it has been a little while since I last played, and my controls are being funny. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Alright, so here we are, and I believe, welcome, we are here to spend the night in the Papal Estate. Always like Merrig's choice of dinner. I wish to thank you all for everything. Hey, you did your fair share. It's cool. It's been quite a pleasure, and quite an adventure as well. Much remains to be done with all. The wise man still tends to the fire, though it burns brightly. Thank you so much. I just do not know how to thank you enough, my friends. It's my job. Don't mention it. Stop sounding so dour. I really wish this inn played more upbeat music. I know it's a church, but come on. Don't say that, Ryudo. Excuse me. Miss Elena, come to the cathedral right now. His Holiness, His Holiness Zera, is overjoyed by the news of your arrival. Right now? In the middle of dinner? I'm not ready yet. Can this not wait? We shall bring your things later. His Holiness Zera is looking forward to having dinner with you. Please, do not make him wait. No. I must not do that. Everyone, Ryudo. Don't spoil the moment, kid. By now you know what to do. Good luck. Miss Elena, please take care. Your kindness is indeed a rare treasure, Elena. Thank you for everything you have done. I will not forget you. Miss Elena, she's gone. She is. And now we turn to other matters. Well, our job here is finished. Yeah, the job's done. But I'm feeling a little sad about the whole thing. Huh, go figure. I can see it! The day of darkness is near! Valmar's moon, too! Its vile shadow is growing ever stronger. Valmar is certainly attempting to revive. You must understand this. Listen, Elena. Your mission is important. Not just for you, but for the world. The darkness must be resealed in. Doing this will require all of your effort. The power of Lord Granus and the divine sword, the Grana Saber. You must find it, no matter what. Fail, and the world is doomed! I understand. You must succeed in order to remove the darkness within you as well. You must prevail. I understand. I will not let you down. I've never been one for goodbyes. Or hellos. Can't help but feel a little sad when someone like her leaves, though. Yeah. Were Miss Elena with us, we could be able to see the inside of the cathedral. I presume it interests you. Yeah. Miss Elena often spoke of the confrontation between light and darkness, but I don't quite understand at all. Light, darkness, Granus, Satan. You can't really tell them apart, to tell you the truth. As well, I am not versed in matters of religion.
So we might just find out something there.
This is a different priest.
Mr. Ryudo, I presume.
Yeah, what is it? I'm busy. Didn't your church drill some manners into your head, or did it just drill through your head?
I apologize for my rudeness, Ryudo. The Pope has called for you. Please come to the cathedral right away.
Look, I realize word of my amazing singing voice has spread everywhere. But I'm not interested.
His Holiness Zera has a special request.
Bring your companions too. I beg my leave. The Pope has a, quote, special request, unquote. Sounds like the first line of a really bad joke.
What kind of person is His Holiness Zera? I understand he is said to be, quote, the sage who will save the world, ... end quote.
Which isn't nearly as impressive as, quote, the sage who will save his breath, end quote. This better be quick. Alright, well, I thought we got to the end of the game. I mean, we reached the Pope, everything was good. I couldn't imagine anything else for us to do, but apparently there might still be something left. What is this building? Home-baked bread is a blessing of Lord Grannis, satisfying both stomach and soul. Let us give thanks to Lord Grannis. May we be strong in body and mind, ready to meet the day of darkness. Oh my. So we're in the south. Hi.
Good morning, everyone. My, you've all got such happy faces today. That's sure to make Lord Grannis glad too.
Holy crud, you guys are really into this.
Just look at the smile on you, young man. My, you look as happy as a puppy. It's written all over your face.
What in the hell are you talking about? If you think calling me a puppy will help you meet Elena, you're barking up the wrong tree. Why does she want to meet Elena?
Come on now, Ryudo. Nobody said anything about Elena, did they?
Yeah, they didn't. Ryudo, no reason to be that overprotective. Let's see, is there any other interesting looking buildings? Once again, I don't think there's much in the way of free items floating around. So let's see. The statue is a bit ostentatious, don't you think? We are in, quote, God's country, unquote, however. Whatever. Still, wasn't there a statue like this in Elena's village? Yeah, what, so? Were you just being weird? Wow, it is a bit ostentatious, isn't it? I'm impressed. Man, they must be in good shape to have just walked up that and not even be out of breath. I mean, I'm not horrifically out of shape or anything, but I just feel like that many stairs, you know? Quite remarkable in its proportions. The thought of its architect twist and wind almost palpably through the sculpted stone.
How beautiful! It must have taken forever to build. You must be Mr. Ryudo. His Holiness awaits in the audience chamber.
Stop gawking. Let's go. Can we go this way? Nope. Can we go this way? Nope. Okay. In we go. Alright. We will explore momentarily. Mr. Ryudo, please go inside. I am sorry, but your companions must wait outside. Didn't he say my friends could come? He has important things to discuss with you, so...
Oh, it's alright, I don't mind. I can wait. Can I at least wait somewhere interesting, though? Ah, our library is most interesting. There you will find many important books about the doctrines of our church, including why my voice changed. Mr. Ryudo, can I talk to you really quick? There might be some interesting information at the library. I'm gonna go check it out.
Clever boy. More clever than other little boys I know.
Sounds good. So, may I lead you to the library? Well then, Mr. Ryudo, please go on in. You two, this way, please. This way. His voice keeps changing. Ryudo, we'll be waiting in the library. Library. Yeah. I'll meet with you two later. In to meet the Popey Pope. Sky's flying. Must be important. The service is still in progress. Please wait. Highest detailed texture in the entire game.
Bring to this world light, peace, and harmony.
Your Holiness Zera, please calm our anxious hearts. What can we do to rid the world of the terrifying darkness?
You must bolster your soul. If you leave no chink in the armor of your soul, then the darkness will be forced to leave.
Please save us from Valmar.
You must not falter. We must all not give in to darkness. I cannot save you. You must save yourselves.
Your Holiness Zera, please lend me your ear.
Yes, what should we do?
What will happen to the world? Quiet! We are here to bring peace to the world. How can one do so in a panic? Everyone, please, calm down.
Yet, Your Highness Zera, the recent rumors of the revival of Valmar are not going away. I have even heard reports that the rumors might be true. Right, High Priestess Celine? At this rate, the day of darkness seems unavoidable.
But we must not strike fear in the hearts of the people we are trying to save. Doing so would surely go against the will of Lord Granus. What do you say, Cardinal Oro?
Oh, when the day of darkness comes, the world will most definitely be destroyed. I don't know what we can do.
Celine, do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that the action the Cathedral Knights took was wrong. But you went too far. You must not frighten the people away from Lord Granus.
Yes, Your Holiness.
You must all remain on guard, so that darkness cannot take advantage of you. Please, everyone, back to your rooms.
Ah, Mr. Ryudo, please come.
He gets a lot more excited when talking to the main characters. That was a nice speech.
Please accept my apologies. I did not mean to make you wait. Getting close. He shakes the wrong hand. I am sorry for having called upon you on such short notice, but my request is not an ordinary one. Please, to the next room. Elena?
Ellipses?
Sky? Alright, let's see. Is there anything of interest around here? I can't go up to the... I am now the Pope. I can't face the correct way. Come on. One more time. Come on. I, Ryudo, declare myself Pope. From henceforth, everyone shall have a hovering bird sitting on their shoulder. So is the word of the Lord. Alright. Ladies. Ah, into the Pope's room. That was a very useful hallway. Why is that there? Bow. I thank you for what you have done on Elena's behalf, but now I have a special request to make of you. Before we get to that, tell me, what about Elena? Is she going to be alright? Ah, you ask if the presence of Valmar can be driven from her. Sadly, I must tell you that is beyond even my power. However, if the sword of Granis can be recovered, there may yet be hope for us all. This is why I have asked you here. Alright. Keep talking. I want you to find the divine sword, the Granis Saber! The sword which slew the Dark One must be returned to us if the light is to be restored to this world. You still haven't made an actual request, but I get what you're saying. Yes, Elena has told me much. Enough for me to know that you are the only one capable of contending with the darkness. Naturally, this request must appear absurd to you. However, as your reward, we shall give you whatsoever you request. Suddenly this conversation has become more interesting. However, when you depart, I wish for Elena to accompany you. Why bring her along? You sure you don't want to cast a few wards against Valmar instead? Unfortunately, we can do nothing more for Elena now. We would be unable to protect her from Valmar, even if she were to remain here. She will be safer with you, Ryudo-san. You're right. Your request is absurd. The pieces of Valmar struggle for dominance, each attempting to devour the others in order that the darkness will be restored. According to prophecy, once the pieces unite, the day of darkness will come upon us and all of mankind will be destroyed. So, what do? Sharpen some pointy sticks? Lord Granis has yet to recover from battle. Thus our world heads towards darkness, lacking the guiding hand of light. Were we to possess the Granis Saber, we would at least be able to bring back some of the light of Lord Granis. Then can Elena be saved and our world protected from the advent of the Day of Darkness. Any idea where the sword is? Unfortunately, our holy book says only that it, quote, rests within the Legion of Darkness, end quote, ellipses. Sorry, that's just not vague enough for me. Could you be a little less specific? I need some time to think it over. I will wait until tomorrow for your answer. I have prepared rooms for you, so please stay here tonight. Ah, but I see that I have tired you. This voice is quite draining. Rest and return tomorrow, but please consider my offer. I hope you will accept it. Bow. Elena? Pope? Okay, who is this lady?
Elena, you alright? Did something happen? Oh, don't worry about me. I just want you to think long and hard about Pope Zera's request.
Even among the followers of Granus, there is less and less solidarity. Perhaps my abilities are lacking. To save the world, we must ask your help to find the divine sword, said to, quote, rest with the Legion of Darkness, end quote. I can't give you an answer immediately. I gotta think it over. Man, that guy is all kinds of overdramatic. Elena, what's going on?
Ryudo, do as he asks, please. Not for me, but for everyone. The world.
Okay.
What would His Holiness be thinking of at this rate?
Cardinal Oro.
Ryudo, I believe was your name. Just what did His Holiness Zera tell you?
Huh? He asked me to find some divine sword.
I see. I question His Holiness' selection of his emissaries. A task this great surely requires someone with more experience.
Careful with your words, aren't you, old man? I'd be as careful with my judgment were I you. Experience I have, and patience I don't. You got all tough there.
Insolence! Listen where, stripling. It is best you abandon your search, for it is not for a churlish whelp to find the Granus Saber.
Tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna ignore you, and then I'm gonna leave. And you just stay there. Stay! Good boy.
Ashes. What could His Holiness Zera be thinking? That fool boy's insolence will be the ruin when the day of darkness comes. I'm old. Ah, whatever shall we do?
Bye, guys. Well, that's, I'm sure he'll be our friend. Let's go find the others. Library. Nope. It's probably... Oh, save point. Ah. I debated between that voice for the Pope and doing, like, a Southern Preacher thing, but I thought it would be hard to do the Southern Preacher voice with written dialogue. Otherwise, boy, I do declare I could be Southern, but no, that's horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Why did you make me do that? I blame Atoli. Atoli taught me how to do that accent, now I feel bad about it. I'll have to have a talk with her. Let's see, we got some books. Holy Book of Granus, Book 1. Know ye that long before the present age, man dwelt amidst the light, and that light was love, and man called the light Granus. The earth was filled with exceeding bounty, honey and milk issued from its secret founts, then darkness also issued its seed. The souls of men were as vessels for the bane of light, and a man called the darkness Valmar, the tempter, devourer of souls. And man called the darkness that. And there were those who named the darkness God, and glutted in desire and lust, thence blotting the light from their eyes. And they were not satisfied that the light should anoint the earth, so that those who sided with light moved to oppose them. Their war was a fire consuming the earth, and the skies hung thick with fat and bone. This man called the battle of good and evil. Book 2. Misery joined in equal ruin for 6 days and 7 nights, and on the 7th day darkness and light sought a reckoning. The hand of light gripped its blade, great and terrible, and the cloak of darkness, and the cloak of darkness was as its shield. Thus were they armed for war.
True struck the blade of light, and the darkness was cleaved, and was not. Then did the blade pierce even the earth. The seas boiled, and were scabrous, and long the land wept. Even so was the earth riven, and its wound man named the granite cliffs. Then did the light move to seal those parts of darkness that yet remained, for in its fall it did not remain whole. Those who had named the darkness God were in like fashion named the people of darkness, and they did hide their faces from heaven. Content in its work, the light blessed the earth, and all was made well, and then, wounded, the light fell into a heavy slumber. The light will burn in our hearts, and will not expire. This men swore, for the God of light shall return to claim the earth. And the sword of light, called the divine sword, came to rest with the legion of darkness in remembrance of their betrayal. And there was peace. Okay, so the sword of light rests with darkness as a remembrance of their... So they're not, like, controlling it. It's there as, like, a statue? Book 3. Yet after this, a new moon was hung in the heavens, its face gazing balefully down upon the earth. It was an ill omen, swollen heavy with foreboding and dread, and it was said that darkness yet had power. And again the souls of men were sifted and tried by the darkness as it sought to bring about the day of its return. This man called the day of darkness, for the light will depart, and the dead shall rise to the throne of judgment. Know ye that this is the last judgment, when all will be weighed and found lacking, and all brought to ruin. The works of man will be brought low. The darkness will set at naught all man's labors and preparations for its terrible rebirth. Know, my brethren, that Valmar is yet at the door. Gird yourselves with light, for our purpose is one. This must not come to pass. Hi guys, how's it going?
This script is unfamiliar to me.
Wow, this is really interesting. Oh, Mr. Ryudo. Oh, Mr. Period. Ryudo. What did he have to say? You mean when he was actually talking out of his mouth? Nothing that wasn't completely ridiculous. So, he wants you to find the divine sword in order to halt the day of darkness?
A dubious undertaking. We walk unguided through shadows.
The only clue is the words, "The divine sword rests with the legion of darkness, ellipses," end quote. You find anything else out about that? No, not in this place. Anyway, Mr. Ryudo, you ought to read some of these books. I'm thinking that that period after Mr. is a typo. They have lots of details about Valmar and Granis, the Battle of Good and Evil, the Day of Darkness, and even the Divine Sword.
Dinner awaits in the other room, and books do not spoil or grow cold without use.
Merrick wants food. He's like, I've been listening to this kid forever. Oh, we have the Holy Annals of the Ages of the Gods, Chapter 1. And if you don't like me reading from these, I apologize, but it's happening.
Neither darkness nor light split the heavens, but suffering, pain, the groaning of the earth, the wailing of men, huddled and fearing the storm's wrath, the violence of nature, living in blindness, tooth and steel gnashing the air, lives spent in desperation, turning in the gear, an endless throb of misery, and then an uneasy sleep. Life slipping, passing without note, the names of the dead unused, unremembered. You know what? This is actually goth poetry. I'm sorry. We seem to have found the 14-year-old intern's live journal. Well, we'll keep going. Great. Now I'm depressed and bored. Maybe it gets better.
Chapter 2.
The light descended then, and the chaos was bound. The rivers of blood were dammed. Their eyes were opened. This the light did. No longer did man war with his brother. This was paradise. The light of peace is Granis, the god whose praises we sing.
Yet there were those who hated the light, who turned their eyes from its measureless love. The light fell upon their backs, casting long shadows on the earth, and darkness was birthed. Valmar, apparently. Yeah, these are the holy annals of the ages of the gods. They describe the battle between Granis and Valmar. It's an annoyingly roundabout fashion. The Holy Book of Granis is said to have been based on this text. There's more. Let's keep reading. And part 3? Yes, chapter 3. Those who followed light warred against those called demons, who likewise named them Gowlers. For 6 days and nights the earth was torn and turned to coals. Then came the 7th day. The light drew its sword, great and terrible. Darkness drew its cloak around its face. And a day and night were the fire and lightning until each had run the other through. The sword of light pierced the earth, raising the boiling sea, sinking the bursting land. Thus did the darkness fall in 7 pieces, sealed by the followers of light, into the depths of earth. Then did a new moon rise. Fear struck those who followed light. Still they await the return of darkness. Still the people of darkness conceal themselves in the earth. And still the divine sword rests with the legion of darkness. Oh, I can't read the same words. It's boring, it's stupid, it's badly written. What the hell is a Gowler? One who would imprison another. An interesting choice of words to describe those who followed Granis. That's actually true. 18th century, like the 1700s, they were called gowls, or ghouls, not jails. I used to work in a place that had a ghoul. Long story. We'll leave that alone for now. I don't understand how you can read this stuff, kid. Well, I've liked reading these books ever since I was little. Alright. Well, that was educational, wasn't it? And here we have a save point. So, we are going to go ahead and call it there for this episode. I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next time where we can start our journey. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryudo hasn't made his choice yet, has he? Spoiler, Ryudo goes to find the sword, where we start our journey to find the Grana Saber. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you are enjoying the series overall, please subscribe to the channel, and I will continue making more. Until next time, I have been the Alchemical Rabbit, and I'll see you in the next video.